Torino is a city of contrasts, a former royal capital with chocolate in its veins, mystery in its alleys, and industry in its bones. Someone call it the most elegant city in Italy. Others call it the most secretive. But Torino isn't asking for your approval. It's asking for your attention.
Every city have a starting point, and in Torino it's Piazza Castello. Kings once plotted their kingdoms here. Countries adjusted their wings, and later students staged the protest under the same statues.
The square is surrounded by layers of history. Palazzo Madama, half medieval fortress and half Baroque facade. Like two eras that never agree who should live first. Then Palazzo Reale, where the House of Savoy polished mirrors as if the reflection of power was as important as power itself.
What I love most, despite the century, Piazza Castello is never frozen into museum piece. Today is where locals cut across to catch a tram, or meet friends under the arcades. A royal heart that somehow still beats with everyday footsteps.
Step inside Palazzo Reale, and the silence is almost theatrical. Gold ceilings, chandeliers heavy enough to break the floor, tapestries telling stories more flattering than true. The Savoys designed it to impress, and it still does. True now, mostly for visitors, with day passes instead of royal titles. But just behind, Giardini Reali Passi offers a counterpoint, a humble green theater where the noise of the city softens. I always think of it as Torino's backstage, where history goes to catch its breeze after performing too long in the spotlight.
It's a reminder, even kings need the gardens. Power looks eternal, but it still needs shades and silence to survive. Palazzo Carignano isn't just beautiful, it's political. The Baroque facade curves like a ripple in stone, and behind those walls was the Italian parliament set in 1861.
Imagine this scene: aristocrats in stiff corals, intellectuals with ink-stained fingers, everyone arguing about what a united Italy should look like. Not with swords, but with words, not always politely.
Italy wasn't created by divine decree. It was debated existence, sentence by sentence, in very this building. That makes Palazzo Carignano less than a palace and more of a witness. Proves that nations are fragile ideas, stitched together in conversation, not carved in marble.
The Mole Antonelliana looks like it doesn't belong in reality. At 167 meters, It's taller than it had any rights to be when Alessandro Antonelli designed it in the 19th century. It was supposed to be a synagogue. Then it became too ambitious, too expensive, too everything. But Torino has a habit of embracing the impossible, so the mall has survived, and today it houses of the National Cinema Museum, which is oddly fitting because the mall itself looks like a film set, something out of a dream sequence. From its panoramic terrace, you don't just see the city, you see how Torino frames itself. Alps as a backdrop, arcade streets as leading lines, like every view was storyboarded in advance.
Piazza San Carlo is perfection in symmetry. Two identical churches guard the southern edge.
Arcades frame it like the theater wings.
And in the center, the statue of Duke Emanuele Filiberto, who once held the spotlight of this place.
But this square isn't about the statue, it's about the cafes. Historic institutions where revolutionaries whispered, poets scribbled, and today locals sip espresso that's treated with more ceremony than most weddings. People call it Torino's living room, and that's true. Here people walk slowly, as if speed would ruin the composition. Piazza San Carlo is less a square and more a choreography, one that's been running for centuries.
High on the hill sits Villa della Regina, the Queen's Villa. From here, city looks like a chessboard. You can rearrange at will.
The Thewe queens came here for retreat, but retreat doesn't mean disconnection. From this terrace, every palace, piazza and tower lies under your gaze. It must have felt powerful, yet also lonely, to look at the city and wonder, does it belong to me, or am I just another visitor who will leave?
Today, the villa is quieter, surrounded by vineyards. Even royalty, it turns out, needed wine to make sense in the world below.
From Monte dei Cappuccini, Torino becomes both intimate and infinite. The river curves like a silver thread, the Alps rise like an immovable wall, and the city hums softly below. Sunsets here are not just beautiful, they're humbling. Problem shrinks, ambition looks small, and everything feels temporary, which is oddly enough comforting. Torino at dusk is a reminder that even the grandest cities are fleeting patterns of light, here for a while, then gone.
Torino doesn't insist you believe in magic. It just leaves enough clue to make disbelief uncomfortable. Torino as a paradox. Royal yet rebellious. Elegant yet industrial. Rational yet mysterious. Some cities explain themselves. Torino prefer riddles.
It lingers in your mind, not because you solve it, but because you didn't. And maybe that's the secret. Torino is less a city you visit and more a story you carry, half in shadow,